from the ocean.
Who are you in the ocean?
I'm the spirit of lust.
Spirit of lust.
Yes.
What have you done to her?
She always runs to God.
You don't want her to run to God?
No.
Why?
I hate God.
You hate God?
Yes.
Then who are you? If you hate God, who are you?
I'm the spirit of lust.
Spirit of lust.
Yes.
From which kingdom are you? Light or darkness?
Darkness.
Darkness.
Yes.
With the spirit of lust, what have you done to her marriage?
She will not have affection for her husband.
She wouldn't have affection for her husband.
No, I told
What has that caused between her and her husband?
They used to fight.
Who caused the fight?
Me?
You caused the fight.
Yes.
How long have you been living in this body?
Since she was small. 8 years.
8 years.
Yes.
You entered her.
Yes.
How did you enter her?
I sent a boy.
You sent the boy?
Yes.
What did the boy do to her?
He initiated her.
Initiated her?
Yes.
Who is this?
It's her daughter.
The daughter. Is she not your daughter?
No.
Who is she to you?
I make her frustrate.
You frustrate her? How do you do it?
Disobedience.
Uh-huh.
Espíritu de desobediencia. I make her feel that she's not listening to her mother.
Why do you do that to her, as little as she is?
I wanted to make her hate her mother.
To make her hate her mother?
Yes.
Were you able to achieve that?
No.
Huh? Why was it
No.
difficult for you to achieve that?
It's because of this ministry.
Because of this ministry?
Yes.
What is wrong with this ministry that you don't like?
It sets people free.
It sets people free?
Yes, from darkness.
From darkness?
Yes.
What is your trouble with that? Is it not a good thing to set people free from darkness?
No, we hate people.
You hate people being set free from darkness?
Yes.
So that means you belong to the kingdom of darkness?
Yes.
So as I told you, they hate people and they hate God. Romans chapter 1 and 30. Backbiters, haters of God, despiteful, proud, boasters, inventors of evil things, disobedience to parents. That's what they wanted the little girl to be, disobedience, because disobedience is as a sin of which disobedience to parents is a sin. So once they put the spirit of disobedience on the little girl, she starts acting out. Now Psalms 139 and 21. Hear David, don't I hate them, O Lord, that hate thee? Am not I grieved with those that rise up against thee? Let's go to the next precept next. I hate them with perfect hatred, David says. So I hate them with perfect hatred. I count them my enemies. Search me, O God, and know my heart. Try me and know my thoughts, and see if there be any wicked way in me, and lead me in the way everlasting. So we got people who hate God. The kingdom of darkness, they hate God. They don't love God. Psalms 83 and 2, and they don't love human beings. All right? For lo, thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. Right? They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted with the hidden ones. Who are the hidden ones? Those are the people in the kingdom of darkness. All right? So, and now we're going to go, for the day, but the Most High, as in Psalms 84 and 10, for the day in thy courts is better than 1,000. I had rather be a doorkeeper in the house of my God than to dwell in the tents of wickedness. So we got to understand, there's people who hate God. They hate God, and he separated the light from the darkness. All right. Now, Job 10 and 22, a land of darkness as darkness itself, and of the shadow of death without any order, and where the light is as darkness, they hate the light. So when David says, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Where do you think the shadow of death is? The shadow of death is talking about the kingdom of darkness. All right. Now we're going to hear Job talk about it a little more in chapter 10. Before I go whence, I shall not return even to the land of darkness and the shadow of death, a land of darkness as itself, and of the shadow of death, without any order, and where the light is as darkness. They hate the light so much. Light is as darkness to them. You get me? The Lord separated the light from the darkness. So the land of darkness, the kingdom of darkness, is all through the Bible. It's all through the Bible, but people don't perceive it. And we're gonna even in Isaiah speaks about it too. It's not here. Sorry. But Job speaks about it a lot. And Job spoke to the spirit of fear. There's a lot. People, the book of Job had a lot of experience with evil spirits, but people don't perceive it in his book. They don't understand what Job was going on with. Okay, well, I'm just gonna go into some precepts. Sorry. Now, David talks about, the darkness hides not from thee, but the night shines as the day, and the darkness and the light are both alike to thee. Yeah, because God's so bright. Light covers him. He clothes himself with light as a garment, so everything is light onto him. And people who don't understand that they walk around in darkness, this is what happened to them. A lot of people are in satanic prison, their souls. The way of the wicked is as darkness. They know not what they stumble. Do you know the bars of iron? A lot of people are in satanic and witchcraft prisons. I'll tell you that right now. A lot of the world are in captivity. They're not set free. So this is what Christ came to do. For he has broken the gates of brass and cut the bars of iron asunder. Which bars of iron are that? That's talking about people's souls and spirits that are in the kingdom of darkness, are in witchcraft cage and satanic prisons because of their sins. Satan ain't playing with you, people. All right, you sin, he's coming for you. All right, he's snatching you. And you guys walk around in darkness. People walk around in darkness and don't know why they stumble and don't understand why they keep going back to jail in and out, because you're already in satanic prison. You're not guarding your soul. You're not guarding your spirit with the word of God. And that's why Isaiah says in 45:2, I will go before thee and make the crooked places straight, and I will break in pieces the gates of brass and cut in sunder the bars of iron. The Father does that for you, but you guys don't understand that. You don't understand that the Bible is a spiritual book. All right? And then I was going to make a video just going about the land of darkness. So now Job talks about it. The pit. They shall go down to the bars of the pit. Where's the bars of the pit? The pits of hell, when our rest together is in the dust. Okay? Job tells you, I've made my bed in darkness. I've said to corruption, the spirit of corruption, thou art my father, to the worm, thou art my mother and my sister. Where is now my hope? For my hope, who shall see it? They shall go down into the bars of the pit, when our rest together is in the dust. A lot of people are in satanic prison. And that's what it's talking about, breaking the bars asunder, making crooked things straight. That's what the Lord will do for you. But you had to draw near to the Father so he can show you. He created light and darkness. He created good and evil. Yep. So, Isaiah 45:7, I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and I create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things. And, in Genesis, it tells you that he separates the light from the darkness. That's why we have the kingdom of light and we have the kingdom of darkness. But give glory to your God, as in Jeremiah says, chapter 13:16. He causes darkness, and before your feet stumble upon the dark mountains. Those are evil mountains in the spiritual realm that Satan puts up before you to hedge up your path. And while you look for light, he turned it into the shadow of death and make it gross darkness. Jeremiah, they all knew about the kingdom of darkness. Why did Christ come? To set people free. Matthew 4:16. The people which sat in darkness, saw a great light, and to them which were in the in the region and shadow of death, light sprung upon. You know, when Christ came, he freed a lot of people from hell, right? A lot of people from hell. And I even have a testimony of Satan so mad and saying, why did he come to tell my activities? Hell was full before he came. You get me? And Satan hates Christ so much because he set people free. He took them from the darkness to light. He made the blind see. All right. So, and as in John 3:19, and this is the condemnation, that light is come into the world, and men love darkness rather than light, because their deeds were evil. And when your deeds are evil, Satan already has you. Now, when they said they hate the darkness, when John goes in the first book of John, chapter 5, and the light shines in darkness, and the darkness comprehend it not, that they hate the darkness. Now, the people that walked in darkness have seen a great light, and them that dwell in the land of the shadow of death, upon them